Okay, so there's an awful lot of information in this question, so what we need to do is go through and find the information that we can use that's relevant to help us. So we have our carton of orange juice, which is in the shape of a cuboid. Okay, it tells us that the depth of the orange juice in the carton is 8 centimetres, in which case I need to just draw that on because the whole carton actually has a depth of 20, so I'm going to put in there that we're only coming up to 8. Okay, then Jane closes the carton and turns it over so it stands on this shaded face. And what we need to do is work out what the depth in centimetres would be now. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the volume of orange that is actually in this carton if it's at a depth of 8. Now it's a cuboid, so for a cuboid we do our depth multiplied by our width multiplied by our length. So for this, for our, let's just move that up a little bit, for our volume of orange, what I'm going to have to do is 6 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 8. Now to make that a little bit easier to do a calculation, with it being a non-calculator question, I'm going to do the 6 multiplied by the 8 first to get 48. I'm then going to multiply that by 10 to get 480, remembering that the units are centimetres cubed. Now that I've got that, what I know is that the volume of orange is not going to change. So the volume of orange is going to be 480 centimetres cubed. I don't know what the new depth is. However, I know it's on its base, which is the shaded face. That has a width of 6 and a height of 10. So I know that 6 and 10 are the other two dimensions that will help me find my volume. So I know it would be depth times 6 times, and actually that would be 20, not the 10. The 10 would be how high it was when it was stood up now. So that would actually be the 20 that would go down there, that would be part of my base. So that's what we would multiply by to make sure that we got our volume. What I can now do is tidy this up and trying to find out what D would be. So let's multiply 6 by 20 and we get D multiplied by 120 is going to be 480. What we can now do is balance this equation. We can ensure that we're left with just the D on its own on the right hand side, and what we've got to do, we've got to remove the 120 by dividing through by 120, remembering that if we divide through by 120 on the right hand side, we've got to keep the equation balanced and divide by 120 on the left, and we get 4 equals D. So therefore my depth is going to be 4 centimetres.